They're probably machines that drill and dig, because these don't got drills. These look like they just dig, probably. Afterward. And then do any exploration with, like, lights and whatnot. So it looks like they have drills for digging, caverns, and then other machines to go further in. See, I don't remember this at all. So it's interesting with the... your guard duty. Hi. We joined so we can help our leader achieve his I don't care if you're with Team Aqua or if I'm just some kind of passerby. No one interferes with this. How did he fucking get you guys to join such a dumb goal? Who in their right mind thought it'd be a good idea to raise the land and take away water and vice versa?
Granted, I do like the females design in Team Magma.
Oh, they're very cute, yes. I think they have some of the better outfits besides Team Rocket. I like they're adorable and their outfits are awesome. And I like their logo. The Magma logo better than Aqua.
Yeah.
However, I'm not a fan of them in Oris though. I just think like Oris just has way too much dialogue and they are way more. Well, it's Oris in 3D, so they have way more character, and it's just like, I don't know how I feel about you guys in Oris. The leaders, that is. I didn't care for Team Aqua Magma at all.
I mean,
But
they
now,
they came kind of like cheap and just gave them like pirate outfits.
yes. Yeah, and hoodies. Little hoods. I like their outfits. I think it's cool. But I just, as a kid, I hated that there was two versions of teams. It just felt weird. Now, as I grew older, it's like, they're not that bad. Not so much with Aqua. Magma's a lot better. And besides, I'm more for Groudon anyway than Kyogre. I've always envied looking at the rubies. I had the little coins that came with the game that had Groudon and Kyogre on it, and I'd always look at the Groudon one and be like, blue's my favorite color, but you are the better Pokemon, even though you are weak to water. Design for the first time was really what I wanted with it, and I never got him growing up, because I never technically beat Ruby and Sapphire as a kid, but I beat it later in life. So I never really had Groudon for a long time. Not until probably Heart Gold, so Silver was just when I had to play Ruby and Sapphire to begin with that I actually got Groudon for the first time. Because again, that was the first time I beat Gen 3. Technically, I've beaten the game, technically now, 3 times. Because well, 4. Because...
But if you get like Groudon, he still has, because he can learn Solar Beam, he still has...
Solar Beam. Oh, I know. Oh no, I'm not saying I'm not saying he's weaker than Kyogre in like general. I'm just saying Kyogre beats him just by pure weakness. But if you get Solar Beam hits with Sunny Day, yes, goodbye. Just like with Charizard and Blastoise. But no, Groudon has always been better to me in general. Just design and not so much as typing because I like water, but his whole ideal. The fact that I thought he was fire would have been amazing if he actually was. Fire ground or something.
Yeah, because like for the longest time I thought he was a fire type until like they're like, wait, he's ground?
Yeah. Even though his name straight tells you that he's ground, most of the time the names will give you an idea too. His name is Groudon. But whatever, he's a kaiju beast that lives in a volcano. I mean, of course everyone's gonna think he's fire. Plus the one monster, Kyogre, is water. What's the opposite of water? Fire. But water also is the opposite of land, so I guess it makes sense that he's... And Hoenn is all about water and land. Makes sense, I guess, though. And then there's air. There's water, land, and air. They have the 3 elements. Rayquaza is air. In every game, there's always a third... Not every, but most of the time, they have a third Pokemon that watches over the other 2. Rayquaza watches over them. Fucking Arceus watches over the other 3. That kind of thing. Because that's the funny thing everyone makes fun of online is Kyogre and Groudon always fighting, and then Daddy Rayquaza's got to come down and fucking smack the shit out of him. And then he's also got to deal with Deoxys up in space. Poor guy. Also, like, he's known for roaming around land. Earlier, someone mentioned a flying Pokemon. Maybe that could have been him instead of the Lati. Maybe it could have been Rayquaza. Because he does have a more presence in this game. Or, well, not really, but he's the main Pokemon. So they changed where he is, if I recall correctly. He's not in the same place. But there was a person who mentioned a flying Pokemon dragon-looking thing. That might either been the Lati, because it is roaming. I don't know if they roam it, how it works in Emerald, but it also might be Emerald, or Rayquaza. Considering Rayquaza's more he's the legendary mascot, so he's got a bit more of a story. Ish. I think. I don't remember. Which I guess would make sense why they rolled out Deoxys in this game and then gave us Deoxys as more of a backstory in Oris.
You know how you mentioned earlier that one video of the one Dark Souls player was running down the tree and gets one shot with the mushroom?
Found it! I take it!
It's not something I posted on my Facebook. This is what 1,000+ hours of Dark Souls looks like. The guy's running down the tree like a pro, right?
Yes.
And I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. He's just like rolling down.
He's got fall control on, which is an ability that lessens fall damage. He's also mid-roll. Here's the thing. The gimmick, I didn't know this whole specific. It's only the only reason I know this specifically is because people were mentioning it. The guy has fall control, which is an ability that takes away fall damage for the most part, but it's still big falls will still kill you. However, what he was apparently doing was he's in mid-roll, and he's rolling at a certain time where he's mitigating fall damage that should hurt him. Because fall control does not take away every fall damage, only minor. So if it's a big drop, you're going to take damage. If it's too big of a drop, you're dying. So what he was doing with the rolls was to mitigate the fall damages that would hurt him or kill him outright, because I'm going to tell you right now, you can't drop down that tree like that. That'll hurt the fuck out of you. But he was running, so he was counter-hitted. I don't know if that would have one-shotted him, because normally they are very powerful and will one-shot you with most health. But you can survive. However, I don't know if he had enough health to survive, but the funny thing is he took even more damage from them because he was actively running when they punched him. Counter damage. So he wouldn't have survived anyway. Yeah. But if you read some of the comments, some people were mentioning like, oh, he ran from instead of fighting it. I'm like, this guy must not play Dark Souls. You go fight that mushroom. Have fun. He knows. The reason he ran from that mushroom to begin with is he knows. You don't fuck with them. The babies, too, because they summon them. I had a feeling that was coming, even before, like, the video telling you, the text on top tells you, usually it spoils what happens. But I had a feeling the moment he was going down into the Ash Lake, I was like, oh, he's gonna get fucking... He's doing this with a gimmick, you know, going down a tree with no damage. He's gonna get murdered bad somewhere. The only thing that came to my mind was a mix of either the mushrooms or the Hydra that's in Ash Lake down there.
But it's still pretty funny, just the moment seeing running past the mushroom, whack!
Yeah. Fuck those mushrooms, man. I fucking ate those mushrooms. I'm glad they're not in the further games. Because they are probably the toughest enemy, one of the toughest enemy in the game. In terms of damage output. I've never been hit so fucking hard by a fucking enemy before in Dark Souls. They hit like a goddamn truck. Morning, Soul. How are ya?
Is there already morning where he's at?
Oh yeah, he's got a different time zone. Well, it's morning for me as well, but yes, he's a different time zone. Earlier, in fact. Well, later, I think, but earlier. Cause if I want to catch him, I have to catch him like now, or when I'm at work. That's what I mean by he's early. He's earlier than us. His time zone's technically early. Yeah, how are you, Soul? I hope you're good. I want to catch one of your streams again, but it's so hard to catch you. Check out Soulstraw, guys, if you like Metal Gear Solid and Dark Souls and a plethora of other things. Stealth games and RPGs. RPGs. Holy shit!
Johnny.
Metal Gear Acid?
Johnny, thank you for the raid.
No, that's not acid. Never mind. It looked like acid from a distance. I was like, wait, acid? I was like, that's not
the
it.
card
'Cause
game
then,
one, right?
then I saw actual weapons, and I'm like, wait, that's not acid. PSP ones. I was like, nope, that's not it. That's why I had to zoom in for a second. I was like, that looked like it for a second, but no. Swagger? I don't want to be swagful, man. I don't want to have swag. That's like a fucking early 2000s term. Wow, I just got fucked by RNG bad. I know you're way above me in level, but good lord, I could at least did some damage. Why not? But no, I guess not. Scary face. Oh, now I'm scared. Cool. Heal all you want. Like I said, heal all you want. Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Oh, you guys did
What?
I was just hunting in the new cross area.
Hmm. Okay. Blow up on me then. I'll take it. Free experience.
Okay, what's next now? You got Magma the way. You go right after Aqua?
I think that's what's next now because they wanted me to go there. And now I should be able to tackle Team Aqua's hideout. Slate port, yeah, okay. Okay. Yes, good. Now I can proc the boat steal. Good. I just wanted to make sure that that's what was next. I figured it was. Onward, Slateport. This is what I was trying to do, was get this proc, but no, with Emerald I have to fucking tackle Magma first. That I didn't know.
Also, I gotta say though, it's also kind of impressive. I know you're rushing this, but still, how much you got done in one stream? Fucking
And this morning, because I had yesterday I had only two. I think it was yesterday I only had 2 badges, or it was the other day, and then today I got badges. I skipped a badge, so today I did, or yesterday I think I did badge 3. Today I did badge 2s, 4, 5, and 6. I accidentally skipped badge 2 and then went straight to 3 by accident. Well, not really accident, just forgetting. But yeah, I got basically 4 badges in one day, plus battling everybody. The only problem that's confusing me is I'm gotta take out Team Aqua, Team Magma. It tells me to go to here because the submarine, but that was taken elsewhere. I'm just very fucking confused. Because they keep telling me Magma, or the Aqua Grunts keep telling me that they're at fucking, they were originally at Mount Jagged Pass for Aqua. Team Magma's leader, or Team Aqua's leader was apparently at Slateport taking a thing. And I'm here, and I just don't know what I'm missing. Unless they just... I don't know. Because it says for Magmas. Or Aqua. Let me go to Aqua. Team Aqua Hideout is positioned outside Lily Cove. Available in Sapphire, Pokemon Emerald, you're playing Ruby. You will find the Team Aqua Hideout at this location. If Emerald, they're at where I was already, the mountain. I don't know. And Lily Cove is found in Sapphire Emerald. In this location, the Team Aqua instead. Enter a site will give you a hint of where to go next. It was, yes, Jagged Pass. Did it now, obviously. Beat the fucking dude. And now... your goal is to prevent Maxie and his admins escaping the submarine they stole from Slateport. Yeah, but they stole it in Lily Cove. Because that's where the submarine dock is. This is a shipyard, but there's no... they don't steal a boat there. They steal it at Lily Cove. The SS Title. Or whatever. I know I already did the Weather Institute. I already did the museum. I can't go past the route because they're blocking it, which is fucking this way, all the way over here, because they're blocking it. So I guess I gotta fucking go this way. I don't know where else, no idea why it's... You can't just tell me. It just says to prevent them from stealing a boat, blah blah blah, and I just haven't found where to proc it now, because it's just not telling me.
Emerald's my least favorite.
They all, Ruby and Sapphire are my favorite at all, and even after beating them so many times, I'm still, like, confused. I could play Ruby again right now and be still confused on the map. I'll still be map checking. God, it's... random ass calls. Oh, there we are. There we fucking go. There's the harbor. I was like trying to find this harbor, and I was like, Lily Cove, no, it doesn't. It's like, God, it doesn't have it. It's not there. But yeah, fucking goddamn. I thought I was past it. I thought it was right there. I thought the other building I was at was it. And no, finally, I could proc the frickin' progression. Yes, I was waiting for you to steal a boat, which I thought was Lily Cove. No, it is this. But I just was missing the building entirely because I'm so bad at memorization. I thought this was in Lily Cove. I kept getting two counts confused. That's why I was fucking confused. And I'm just like, was looking all over for this building. And I'm like, why can't I fucking find it? Because instead the guide says, go, they stole a submarine in Slateport. Yes, but you didn't tell me anything else after that. So I was like very confused. I know it was this building. It looks the exact same as the one in Lily Cove. Because it's a dock that from there to here and whatever, it's the SS Title or this submarine. But it looks the exact same, which is why I kept getting confused. And here they go back to Lily Cove because that's where their hideout is. Oh my freaking lord. Finally, I'm so damn stupid. I'm sorry, guys. The guy could have said, you know, Slateport, there's building. But no, it says steal a submarine in Slateport. Yes. I thought it was Lily Cove they stole that submarine in, and then went because that's where their hideout is. I just got the buildings confused. It's the same fucking looking building. Similar looking building with a similar inside. Finally, goddamn. If I wasn't streaming, I would have beaten this already. You guys have to see me fail. That's what it feels like. That's how my anxiety feels like. I always seem to do worse when people's eyes are on me, too.
Give it a Tupac song.
Eh. Really, dude. Map not enough for you? You had to constrict me too. Ay, 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 ay! What the fuck? Stop stealing my words, man. That's me. I say that. I'm Alfalfa, asshole. Ay, 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 ay! Nice, mate. Don't smell my chicken's butt. Rude. Oh, go odor sleuth your own ass. I took the loss for the team, but I did my job. To take L's. What are you, Team Rocket? It's kind of sad. You were hired to fucking lose. If you were even hired. That's more sad for them. Oh my god, website. Would you stop having trouble loading, seriously? I would really be okay without the ads. On my damn fucking websites for every fucking thing, cause it blocks the screen half the damn time. Whamp, 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 whamp. Buy them.
about doing Team Aqua.
Yes. I'm not a fan of any of this hideout crap these games. Team Rocket's Fire Red and Leaf Green expanded stuff in the Sevi Islands is even worse.
Finally found more raptors.
Right, I can't go that way. This is the fucking current. Right. Okay. Surf from Lily Cove as we go, because I can do that now, because they're fucking gone. Nope. I'm battling you one at a time. Fuck double battle.
How is Emerald coming along?
Good. Just surfing along
Sorry.
some routes.
Yeah. Sorry if I'm being quiet, but I'm getting sidetracked by Monster Hunter.
No, you're good. Just surfing, really not exciting. My
Surfing
least
the
favorite.
USA.
Yes, some of my least favorite crap are water routes. This game is all about water. You could say it's too much water. I don't know why people were complaining about the too much water bit when they know Hoenn is a fucking island.
Because I don't think they complain about it when it came to Sun and Moon. I think that was an island, but it was like multiple islands.
Yes, it was multiple islands, but I didn't know if I didn't know that was a big thing with the original Ruby and Sapphire, that people were complaining about it being too much water. And then I saw the joke with Oris, and I was like, why are people complaining now? They weren't. They were complaining the whole time. But as a kid, you know, with internet being very niche, and we didn't really have, I wasn't really all over the internet like we are now, so I wasn't really, like, following what people thought on Pokemon, you know? So I didn't realize that people were bitching about the water in the original. I thought that was an Oris thing, and it was a joke, but it's not. Well, it is, but it's also real. They make fun of it. I don't know if people actively are saying that about Oris now, or if it's just a long joke that people had hated with Gen 3 in general. That it's an 8.5 out of 10 too much water. I don't know if that was a joke that originally in this.
I remember seeing that in IGN, like, too much water.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And I agree. I didn't enjoy Oris after a long fashion. It was fun, but after a while I was just like, I'm ready to finish this game. Especially by the fucking Rayquaza Delta episode. I was so done. But I think it was because I recorded back then too. Recording is a lot more, I don't know, I feel like it just takes more out of me. Trying to be more entertaining because I'm not actively talking to anybody. I have to talk to myself, 100%. And try to act like I'm doing, and then that's why I try to make a game out of a walkthrough or a guide for games that I know to help me talk. Because there's no way I'm gonna create a conversation like I am right now. Back then,
It's like the good old days of recording on the cell phone.
Yes. Oh my god, my first Pokemon videos, my shiny hunts. Oh man, recording off my phone. Man, those are the days. One of my first videos for Pokemon back then was anticlimactic hatches in X and Y. Don't know why. I just posted a random useless video of me hatching eggs for no reason that don't give me anything. I was like, why? But it brings back so many memories every time I pop up my videos, old videos, because you can hear that old pop sound, that static sound that pops up from my mic. And I'm like, oh, the nostalgia, and at the same time I hate it.
First time interrupt for today, nothing.
Watch it. I need to do a video of me watching my old YouTube channel videos.
Here you'll see my character spinning around Prism Tower. This is the fastest way to hatch eggs. With your hatching O power plus
Yes,
your
this is my
flame
start.
body plus 5 eggs at a
11
time.
years ago.
So, and a bicycle makes it go by so much.
Yeah, on the Switch,
What?
hopefully in a few months.
What about a Switch in a few months?
We're experiencing that on the Switch, the city.
Oh yes, Lumios.
And hopefully soon I can have it. I've been doing this for about 5 days. I'm at exactly about 679 eggs.
By the way, Charmander took me around, I think,
A
1,000.
little over that now. I'm probably at 700.
700! That's X and Y alone. I bred him on and off since Heart
This
Gold.
is getting ridiculous. I've been at this for a long time, and I got me a shiny Fennekin, which is my motivation to get me my shiny Charmander. But so far, as of yet, nothing.
I don't know where that conversation's coming from. That's not normally how I was on YouTube. And this is like one of my very first, not my first, but one
Shiny
of
egg
them.
number
Actually,
3.
I think it is, because when I go to type in the, when I hit the date,
Whatever you
this
wanna
is the
call
first video. So yeah, I think this is my very first post ever. I thought it was Phantasy Star, but it was this. 679 plus
and
eggs.
nothing. Is this egg batch going to be anticlimactic too? Yes, it will.
Yes, it. I already. Yes. Yeah. Yes. But I wasn't unsuccessful.
Host will be here. As you can see, we are leveling up.
See, I do
our
nickname.
Charmander. Yes, we finally
It's a
got
shiny
our
Charmander
shiny
named
Charmander.
Zippo, after Richie's Charmander.
And he is about to evolve. So let's finish this and evolve my Zippo, shall we? Ooh, wants to move, learn to move Dragon Ray.
Yeah.
My beloved shiny Charmander.
God, that was so boring.
Yeah, my golden Charmeleon. Oh, aren't you a classy golden bitch?
God, I'm laughing at my own cringe.
Oh, look at you.
Hearing myself is cringy.
Yeah, love ya. Well, I'll be back once my Charmeleon evolves into Charizard. See you guys later. This is your host, Lil B, signing off.
Okay. This is my host. God, I remember saying that. This is your host, Lobby.
Hello, everyone,
Signing
and
off.
welcome to the next installment of the Evolution video.
But there you go. I have a shiny Charizard.
Hey, my first official, actual shiny Charizard.
Yeah, fuck that. Fuck. Took me forever to get. And there I am feeding it. How to train your human. You heard me right.
Hello everyone, and we're back again. And
I don't know what I was on with those videos. I was really bored. Here you go. Here's a shitty video for you guys. That's my old room, by the way. For anyone who's never seen my room much, or people who have seen my current room, this is my original room back home. There's a gauge in my ear. God, that's old. This is 2012, by the way. Give or take. I made this
man,
back in.
those stickers. I remember those
Yep.
stickers.
They're on my bookshelf. The Gohan, Naruto's, and all the Gears of War and all that. They're all there. The Inuyasha wall scroll is not hung, but you could see the Dragon Ball poster with Goku's fist. That's right there. You can't see me, but the Goku poster there you see with the hand sticking up is literally right there, and then the Inuyasha wall scroll is above. Hair. Yep, that's me with short hair, by the way. I'm in my early 20s.
Ah, the beat
My
is
room's-
down again.
Did you hear me? My room is all animated. Also, I don't know where that rosary went. That was hanging there. On my Inuyasha wall scroll. I don't know where that went. I used to
Watch
pray
you
to
find
that
it
all.
somewhere really random.
Probably. I know I was given to me. That was my communion rosary for when I graduated CCD. I don't know where it went. I used to pray to that every night. Memory Lane. Yep, that's my channel promo. And my channel? Welcome to my channel has a paid promotion? The fuck? How? YouTube! You took my fucking money away! You took that away from me! Also, it's been heavily changed since then. So I don't know if it's the same when it comes to how to monetize and become a YouTube. Like, now I think you have to be like a partner, kind of like how Twitch is. or whatever. I know it was a lot easier to sign up for the monetization, and they gave it to me. I was actually making money, but now they've changed it entirely. I think you have to be. It's more like Twitch now, I think, where you got to actually have a certain amount of things and hire a score, or a certain amount of views, score, and people, or whatever. You can't just willy-nilly. And I think there's a program instead, which they've changed it a lot. Yeah, so you can tell how much I love X and Y. I do a lot. I did a lot of early X and Y videos. Also, yeah, here's the I cheated one time on Dark Souls. I took off the update patch. So here's the infinite Dark Souls glitch duping in the original Dark Souls 1. Right in front of the Ash Lake Dragon.
You can even move like this. This is badass.
I'm not even moving. Wow, my audio is off. Oh, God. I said, oh, wow, you can move like this. Nowhere near when I moved. And there's a comment saying, you could still do this, or whatever. Didn't they patch this long ago? Yeah, I made a guy do this. Yeah, no, because when I posted this 11 years ago, which was sometime after Dark Souls released, someone said, didn't they patch this long ago? And this was around the time when I was just getting big into Dark Souls and I was just learning all that. So it was, yeah, I made a guy offline and did this, so yeah, it's patched, but I was just having fun. I don't actively use that. Because once I found out about it, I was like, huh. I like that. Dark Souls, I prefer to actually grind it. Hey, look, me playing PSO. One of my earlier videos. You can see how bad.
Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone.
This is a live stream.
We're your host, and here we are playing one of my favorite
Yeah,
games
it's
of all time, Phantasy Star Online 2.
I believe this is a live
Yes,
stream.
And as you can see, this is my character Songo. Yes. Wow.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's a live stream. That audio sound, the fucking stuttery, my computer, it's the HP, so it's struggling horrifically. And with me streaming on top of it, it's...
More monkeys.
That's one of my very first streams, by the way. Awful, 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 awful. Look at that! All the shiny legendaries that I caught in Heart Gold. Not actively running into it, but you see me capturing it. That's why I called it live, even though it technically isn't, because I didn't run into it. I just showed me capturing it. But it still was me recording it as it happened. Which was great. So I got all of that. That's Heart Gold. Those are all legitimately earned by RNG. Not soft reset, but RNG. Because I had a program that allowed me to determine what seeds and nature and other things. The Eevee Evolution Subathon. Not really a Subathon, but God, I did a lot of stupid random evolutions of shinies. You can tell how big I was into shinies. And X and Y, because that was so easy to get shinies in.
Yep, a pretty normal day in Dark Souls. Watching a dog flip around in circles. Definitely pretty normal if you ask me. Well. Dog? Dog? Doge. What's wrong, Doge? I told you that wall is bad for you. You're not a windmill, dog. You can stop. You're not helping yourself. Wow.
I forgot how dumb that video was. Some random dog just swinging in a wall. Oh, Dark Souls, how you are hilarious. And how I am like the god of glitching that fucking franchise. Oh, good times. I mean, I literally also have a video called I Am a God. I am God. I am godly. That's not right. Where's Demon Souls, though? Where is it? shitty ass fucking thumbnails, bad titling, laziness, bad editing. You can see some of my original YouTube or
Hello, everyone.
layouts for some of my videos. Whatever I'm moving, I don't know. I believe this was also live streamed.
Hello, everyone. Oh, no, not today, punk.
Yeah, that's
Ow.
that's
Thought I dodged that
that's a shitty ass live stream when I didn't understand OBS. That's why it's all chuggy. And then there's stuff like Monster Hunter that just there's so much better quality content later after that. It's ridiculous.
Is Fantasy Blue Burst the same one that's available on the PS4? Or is that one different?
No, Phantasy Star Online Blue Burst. Blue Burst is PSO.
Okay.
PSO 2 is the modern one that's on PS4 and 5. Blue Burst is just a updated version of Phantasy Star Online, episode 1 and 2. And it's the PC version, and now since it's dead, it's private server. But yeah, that was the original name for like the PC port, and it gave a bunch of additional like items and other content. Because they have several versions of Phantasy Star from the Dreamcast, GameCube, which had 2 versions itself, PSO and PSO Plus, and then of course Episode 3. But PSO Blue Burst is just the PC name, and I believe it added more content because there's a 4th episode in Blue Burst that I've never played on the console. But no, PSO 2 is what you're thinking.
Okay.
Close enough. It is a sequel to PSO, unlike Phantasy Star Universe, which is a sequel in terms of like the franchise, but it doesn't connect, I don't think, story-wise, like PSO 2 directly does. In some way. I'm sure they all do, because PSO 2 or PSO goes into Episode 3, the GameCube card game, and then that I'm assuming goes into PSO 2. Because I've read synopsis on the card game, and it's basically Dark Falls and the one other villain, Ogaflow, basically were too strong and couldn't be killed, so they had to, like, fuse them together to create some random human being that's in 3, and it's just like, wait, what? Like, what the fuck? So I love PSO lore. I know nothing of Battle Revolution, besides the fact that it was a card RPG tactic style game, and I made it to like whatever boss, and I was getting my ass handed to me. I also don't like that the enemy side is the only side that can use the enemies, which makes sense, I guess. But it's just like, oh, good, I get all the weapons, you get all the enemies. Thanks. I think that's cooler. Because the enemies are something you don't ever fucking use, so having an option to do that and that is kind of neat. great night, great morning, day, die. Die.
Yeah, today's Monday, right? Is today a holiday or a regular Monday?
No, it's a regular Monday that I'm not aware of if it's a holiday, but it. February 10th. Monday. I don't know. I just know people are gonna be calling off for fucking the Super Bowl, even though it was
Are
today.
you
I
gonna
guess.
call off, or are you gonna
No.
go?
No, well, no, call off. No, I meant they put time off. I'm not gonna call off because they're gonna need as much people, and they probably would write me up for that. Everyone else didn't call off. They put in time, but it's just like. But the Super Bowl was yesterday. Why do you need time off? What? Because you want to fucking drink? Like I don't want to. That's the thing. I don't want to pick up extra slack because people want to fucking party and then not want to come in the next day. It's like, well, do that without drinking and shit. Like, they're probably gonna put me on the line or some shit. I don't want to work the fucking paint line. It's annoying because then I get yelled at for when I don't do things correctly, and I don't want to deal with it. Not anymore. And just because I tell people information doesn't mean it's public fucking range to make fun of me for.
Yeah.
Matt. If that's the case,
I'm
then...
surprised that they asked Dragon about your whereabouts and not Matt.
Yeah, I know. I don't see why they assume that Dragon and me are such close friends. I get we talk, but... Me and Matt also talked. I know we got into fights, but it's not like Dragon ever asks me to tell people, hey, I'm not coming in. Matt does, on a regular. But it's just like, I get people could tell we're not cool, but it's just like... I don't feel like I'm that cool with Dragon, either. I really kinda don't want to be any closer than he wants to get. Like, the dude was trying to hang out and everything before, and I'm like, no, I don't... And I didn't tell him no, I told him yes. But then I later said, oh, I'm sorry, I'm this or that. I will literally tell you yes and then back out last minute, because I don't want to sit there and upset people. The reason why is because I don't want to upset him by telling him, no, I don't want to hang out. But now he knows. Not to, because I told him, I said, no, I don't want to hang out. Not just because I don't want to be out. And he wanted to go out and do things like in the woods for some reason. Like, I don't know you. You're asking me to hang out in the woods. No. 2, no. Even if I knew you, I'm not going out to the woods.
Yeah.
I'm not, like, no. The only person that's probably going to get me out is you or Tiffany.
I know for me, it's just gonna be like, alright, let's move from your room going to another room.
That or if we go
It's the same shit.
Yeah, that or if we go out somewhere and maybe you wanna go somewhere. Maybe we both wanna do something. That's rare, but yeah, maybe. Maybe you wanna go and play Pokemon Go if I'm ever with you again and I'll visit. We walk around the park
that-
or something.
That's the most I get out nowadays, just to do Pokemon Go.
Yeah, I'd join you. Even though I don't play it on the regular, I'd join you. That's about the only time that I would actually say let's go out, unless Tiffany's there and wants to go on a date or hang out with both of us or whoever, but like, or any friend that's actually a good friend. Like, generally speaking though, I don't want to do anything. Even with you, I'd rather just stay and die. That's what everyone who I was friends with that aren't introverted, Anthony and Alicia and even Shauna, Heather, they all hated it. They all hated that all I wanted to do was just be inside. I mean, if I had a job when I was dating, I probably would have been out more, taking them out, but I didn't also. And on top of being an introvert, I'm not going out. So I have no reason to. But, like, Shauna would take me out, Heather would take me out, but that's about the extent of it.
Yeah.
They had to take me out, though.
Why won't you take me?
Because I had no money. They had the car and I had no money. At least now I'm in a better situation where I feel like I have a car at least, so I'm a little better off. I can go out a bit more, but even then I still don't. I mean, I understand it if you're dating a person who, you know, and they don't, you're not in common with your introverted nature like Shauna and Heather weren't. They weren't as introverted, if at all. So I get we're not gonna see eye to eye in that regard, and there might be rifts in our relationship because she was bored, she wanted to go out. I totally get it, but it's just like Tiffany, on the other hand, has been, oh, it's fine as long as you're not out doing something stupid or whatever. You know, like she doesn't care that I smoke. She does. I'm sure she cares about my health, but like she doesn't mind that I smoke weed, cigarettes. She doesn't mind that I'm into porn, like Heather did. You know, and for example, Tiffany just wants to be happy with me and me be happy, vice versa. And she wants, as long as we're not doing anything stupid. That's literally what she told me. And I was like, okay, I've never had a girl straight up speed, literally just wants to be happy with me and get into what I'm into. She literally told me she wants to sit down and watch Inuyasha with me. I'm like, I love you. She even said she'll put up with Dragon Ball, or try to watch Dragon Ball. She wants to watch Dragon Ball, too. And I was like, well, we can watch it all, but I guarantee you probably not going to like it. We'll see, though. But yeah, she wants to get into cards again, so she wants, because she likes Yu-Gi-Oh! Stuff like that. So it's like, it's awesome. It's fucking awesome. Because I see bits and, I saw bits with that with Heather and Shauna, but Tiffany's like a combination of them both. With what interests she has with me. So that's why I feel like we bonded much faster than any of my exes. That's why I like her so much more than any of my exes. It's because she's basically me. I've prayed for a girl who is always similar to me, that I didn't have to freaking worry about having someone drag me out the house because they want to go out on a date. Or fucking hang out and do typical stuff. Well, I get it, but it's just... I'm not, keep in mind, I'm myself, don't find as enjoyment being out. So, I just don't want to fucking... I just don't want to down in the mood.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
because
I'm
I'm...
pretty much in the same as you. Don't really get out much. Even when I was dating Danielle, for like all the years that we're together, we hardly went on like on any fancy dates. All we pretty much did was just show her place. Like the moment she got up, I'll get a message. I'm up. The moment I'm up, that means right, get your ass over here. So I'll pack up my shit, back up the PS4, anything extra she might want, and I'll be with her until like midnight or 1 in the morning, head back home.
Yeah. But I mean, Shauna had no problem dating me. Heather either had no problem dating me for nearly 3 years before telling me all these things that they'd rather me have been, like go out, take her out, have a job, and fucking... Not just typical stuff, it feels like that they're just using me for that, but it's just like, they wanted to do things while it felt like we weren't progressing. Shauna's literal excuse was we weren't progressing as a couple. She wanted us to do typical things like that because it felt like we were just not doing anything and progressing. Me and her just weren't compatible in that aspect, despite having similarities. I just feel like because of that, our compatibility was and then with Heather hating pretty much everything that I did, made it impossible for us to be together. I'm not saying it's my fault or theirs, but it's a two-way street. Both of us had issues, and whatever or not, I just didn't say, oh, well, you do this, this, and this, and I hate that. No, but still, I hated that Shauna drank. I don't mind if she did it here and there, but I didn't like that she drank. She didn't do it like a lot, but it was to the point where I had to carry her ass from one dude's house. So I freaking hate alcohol even more. And I've always tried to sit there. I was like, please don't drink. Please don't drink. Please don't drink. She doesn't drink that heavily, but she did like alcohol. I know Tiffany likes alcohol too, but she's not. I don't worry that she's going to be out fucking sleeping around.
Yeah.
With how easily Heather and Shauna both left me for other men and came back to me and then left me again for other men, I just don't like that some relationships end and then boom, instant relationships. Like, well, there goes 2 years. Thanks. Here I am single for another decade.
Cause like the one thing I wonder, like with fucking Shauna, I just wonder if she just became semi-easy to other guys because she was a fat girl. Now I'm assuming she never really got much attention from guys, and then boom, college.
Yes, she
guys
got three or four people all at once wanting her. Well, aside me, she hit on me, which is why I gave her a chance. I wasn't outright saying, "Ooh, I want you." Anthony was on
Yeah.
her. You know what I mean? It was Anthony, then Rob. Both wanted her. I gave her a chance. It wasn't like, "Oh, she's hot. I want to be with her." I didn't even know her. Because by the time I started talking to her and she told me she liked me, Anthony and her had that marker fight. They were already seeing or whatever, but that was it. And then Rob came into the picture, and then fucking Carmelo.
Carmelo's just nasty. Cause like I told you, like that one girl, Rachel, the one that was married to that guy John. She was always sleeping around. It didn't help that she also, whenever she hang out with Carmelo, they had sex all the time. Cause I remember, for some odd reason, whenever she talks to me, she airs out her business, and they're like, "Oh, I don't want to hang out with Carmelo anymore, 'cause every time I hang out with him, he just wants to have sex with me." And that girl's not clean.
Excuse me.
So I was kind of surprised to find out how nasty she was. Cause like, I think I remember in high school, like she doesn't have a face, but she's kind of cool. Cause like, she was like a church girl. I remember in high school she had like a big crush on Sherman.
Okay.
And then
Yeah,
bam, bam, out of nowhere, 180 to the person I thought she was. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. No, I'm not. No, I don't. Oh. Yeah, I don't want to play any games. Go away. Wireless games? Around Moscow, you can see a wild whalemer. It's called, what's it now? Whalemer watching. What? I know whale watching's a thing, but what? That was just random as fuck. You could see whaler. It's called whale watching. I don't know why you had to stutter. It's just kind of random. Okay. That is as random as the phone calls. Hey, I just battled this Caterpie and it was really strong. likes yellow blob. Positive definitely likes yellow Pokeblocks. Fuck you. Yeah. Why would you want it? You're weird. Because it's an evolution item. Get me. I have plenty of King's Rocks, but I can never have too many. I bought some in Coliseum, or Gale of Darkness, I mean, that's why, but still, I'll take it, because that was the only, like, I think when the points in Coliseum, I didn't check Coliseums, but with the points, I think that was the only item, the evolution item that I could redeem for. Everything else was worthless. So I said, fuck it, I'll buy a couple King's Rocks, give me some extra, why not? So I only had one at the time, I think now I have 3, because the other game, Ruby, as well as this one. So now I have like 6 or 7 of them, which is helpful. Life, having run its course, becomes soil, return to land. See, very shoreline, yes. Ball. Nothing but nut. Oh, Mr. Creepy Man. Feeling good? I'm doing great. I also don't remember telling you my name. I heard Moss Deep's gym leader is pretty strong, and I decided to come take a look. But there's something wrong about this town. People are going about a warning letter in the Space Center. I don't think it could. Why are you stalking me? What is your fucking purpose, sir?
I don't
Space
even
Energy.
remember that guy.
I don't either. But here's their wish for their rockets to fly safely. When you make a wish, what do you use? I do. I wish upon a Jirachi, yes. Make it happen. That is exactly what I was just saying. Jirachi. The wish tag. That's all Jirachi.
I wish upon a nurse joy.
Aw, fuck yeah. A Voyager ship is fine, but crossing the sea with Pokemon using surf. Now that's an exhilarating trip, wouldn't you agree? I don't know. I would not want to be surfing on a Pokemon in a bad storm, though. I wouldn't want to be on a boat or the water on a storm either, but I think in a storm on a Pokemon that'd be worse. It's because you're in it. I don't know, I just wouldn't want to. If I had Pokemon to surf along, I would definitely avoid water. Mail, their boyfriend at Fort Tree. I don't even... whatever one did. Even though I can't see my friend in Fort Tree who carries mail back and forth for us. Not lonesome as though you... Wait. Your little sister exchanges mail with her boyfriend, but she calls him a friend. Poor guy. He's got friend zone. It's more like a pen pal, because you're writing letters to them. But you probably met also, but it's like, why do you call her boyfriend? Call him boyfriend, and the girl says friend. She probably isn't old enough to understand what you just said. Considering the sprite is a girl, not an adult female. I've always thought that was a bit weirder dialogue. Just assuming the guy and girl are dating because they're writing to each other. Strolled on the beach when I found this. It's not anything I need. You can have it. You. I'll take this, Sunstone. It's meteor showers for a long time. See, is that implying sunstones came from space? Makes sense. That would imply Lunatone, as well as Solrock, as well as the Nidorans, as well as Jigglypuff and Clefairy, and everything that evolves in that vein or has to do with the moon is from space. And no, I don't think so. Maybe some Deoxys is, but he is a fucking virus. He's not an actual Pokemon. He was born of a virus in space. Now, there's Pokedex entry stating that Starmie shot beams into space and has ties to whatever, but I don't think Starmie and Deoxys are the same family, which a lot of people are trying to say. The only reason why I mentioned that now is because Dragon brought it up and mentioned it through Pokedex entries, and I just like, well, it makes sense that Starmie, or whatever, Deoxys was made from that end of a virus, hence Pokerus. But I just don't think... Then he was saying something about them being the same. I'm like, no.
The one thing I don't get though is why Dragon has some like kind of dumb Pokemon questions. I'm like, dude, don't you play Pokemon Go? You should know some other stuff you're asking.
Oh, I know, and half the time when he asks too, I'm like, he's drowned out by you or my game, and that's why I wasn't hearing him earlier. Half of the conversations he was saying, I wasn't even hearing him.
Yeah.
Like, I was drowning out his voice. I don't know why. I think my brain is trying to shut him up. Well, to be honest, I get that way more with people I don't want to listen to. And I'm not saying I don't want to listen to him, but specifically an example, Matt at work, a lot of the times I just kind of just don't hear him sometimes, but then there's times where he'll say something shitty on about me. Otherwise, a lot of the times it just goes in one ear and out the other, and I try to focus. That's what I was doing, because when I'm busy focusing my game and actually playing, or conversations is not happening in my head because my brain's processing the game. So that's what I mean. I can't process multiple information. And that is proof that I'm on a spectrum in some way. Because not only do I have easily attachments, but I also have a horrendous attention. It's all signs of ADHD or whatever. Or autism in some way. So I am on a spectrum in some regard, I think. Only because I exhibit similarities to, say, Mercer, who also says he's on the autism spectrum. Supply. They both get into things and very, very, like, Mercer got very big and attached to me, and then, like, he gets very excited, like how I do with games. Kind of like with Dragon Ball, he's that way with Prototype. Like, we're both similar in that respect. So that's why I feel I have a bit of that as well. I'm just not as bad as Supply, though. Supplies gets really bad. His, connection or ADHD or whatever it is. It gets really bad. Like, he was to the point where he was already claiming he was in love with somebody he's never talked to much, and to the point where he's talking about kidnapping them and easily calling them a whore, and then immediately after they broke up, he was so easily to say that he didn't love her anymore. It's like, oh, okay. What the fuck am I looking at? Strength of your spirit. The weak-spirited will never win. But what if I have a weak spirit? Or just, you know, a dark type. Or I could just say fuck your fucking gym entirely and just throw out my Mightyena and say goodbye to all your fucking bullshit. You want to sit there and say the weak will loses? Well, I'm beating you with brawn, motherfucker. You're the will here. Brains over brawn, but I'm kicking your ass. Because I'm using my brain.
Yeah, at least your Pokemon are caught up to level now.
Yes. And I just need my fucking Mighty to get crunch. Roleplay. I'm not into that. With Pokemon. Role-playing is hot, but I'm not into that with you, Kadabra. Endless loop until you're recovered to shits and doesn't heal you. Until your recover decides to heal you less and less and less because I do more damage each time. Or a little more damage than I did before. I may be past my prime, but I suggest you not patronize me. Yes, sir. At least you have types that match the gym. Unlike fucking the electric gym that had fighting type Pokemon in it and psychic. Never understood that. Never understand
I'm
why.
almost kind of surprised. I completely forgotten majority of the gym leaders and crap in Ruby Sapphire.
Oh yeah, no, they're so unmemorable. That's how I missed the second gym leader and went to the third. I'm like, ah, fuck. And it's the fighting gym leader. I was like, forget you. Because he's on that fucking small island that I forget that is that's a gym town. Dewford, that one you need to take a boat to early on in the game. I'm like, that's fine. I also tend to like not. When I rush, I don't think as much. I'm all straightforward. A lot of times I miss a lot of key items, important shit. There's times where I've beaten Pokemon like that and had to go back and get important things because I missed them. The thing about Pokemon that I like is I always somehow end up playing it in a different way. I'll either go different ways, or I'll battle differently, or I'll use a different team. Pokemon always just never feels the same for me.
I can never rush in Pokemon. I'm slow. I take my sweet ass time.
I mean, when I enjoy it. After I play a game more than once, then I start to tend to rush it, or if I'm just trying to complete it, in this case. Normally, though, no, I don't. It's only when I'm doing a second game that I don't want to play it all the way. I mean, I'm already doing a lot more work than normal rushing. I'm battling pretty much everybody I know I normally have to, but I would be rushing a lot further by using just one Pokemon. I mean, I kind of was for a bit. Crobat had an EXP share on him also, hence why his level difference. Other than that, I would have been fucking focusing. Early on, I was focusing Torchic, and then he fell off for after a while. But now I got him as a Blaziken. Now Aaron's the little guy that's fallen off. He needs to start leveling.
I know Blaziken is really useful against the at least Elite Four.
Oh, he will.
Pretty much needed just what Blaze Kick, maybe Double Kick. I forget what other moves he has.
Oh yeah, he'll be definitely useful.
imagine it'll be like a bullshit but cool move to do. Or defeat Wong. You just gotta just grab it by the tail and it dies. You win the battle.
Yes. I don't know how it can keep bouncing without getting tired. How does it
Why,
sleep?
like, you would think by the way it bounces it would have absolute feel.
Yeah. Also, what does it do when it's in its Pokeball? I know they have like their own like personal like environment in there. Is he like bouncing around? I don't know how they did that, but that's the canon lore. Pokeballs, Pokemon aren't cramped in there. They have their own ecosystem, depending on who's caught in it.
You know what I wish it would have done with the Pokeballs? What it had in the beginning mangas where you can see the Pokemon to the top
Yes.
half of the Pokeball.
Oh, I love that. Yes. Yes, that reminds me of the
Everyone
little
loves
toy
to get that.
Pokeballs. It reminds me of the little toy Pokeballs that had like a thing in it that you hit the button and it flings it out. It's like a Pokemon getting released from the Pokeball, but it had a see-through
Yeah.
case so you could see on the inside. That's what it reminded me of. I like Meditite's what the fuck face.
Pussy Flip.
Oh no.
Facing my first supposedly major quest, the little bird wing thing on Rise. Arcosom? AKNOSOM?
I don't know how that's pronounced. It's hard for me to pronounce when people spell out a word for me, because I already forgot. Alright, Lisa and Tate, let's do this.
Is it gonna be a double battle or a single battle?
Lisa and Tate, the gym leaders, it's double battle, because it's two.
Okay, so it's what, Lunasto and Soul Rock?
I think so. If I recall correctly, that's what they used in Sapphire.